Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you have gone, fuck this shit, I'm out? It could be in a relationship or in a job or like a business or with a client. Like it could have been with your PT. Like a point where you have just been pushed too far and you need to set the boundaries. You realize that your boundaries have been pushed for so long and you just need to go, nope, I am done. This is it. I am out. That's what we're going to be talking about today, is that fuck this shit moment where you realize that you need to get out, and why it's so important to listen to yourself before you get to that point. We all get to that point. I've done it in relationships. My clients have done it in relationships, in business. I've done it in business. I've done it in many situations. But when I look back and when we kind of connect the dots back, we realize that the signs have been there for so long that it didn't need to get to that point where we're stamping our feet on the ground, spitting our dummy out, throwing the toys out of the pram. And we could have saved ourselves a lot of pain by listening to the situation, by listening to life in the first place. Life is always giving us clues. It's always giving us hints about the next step to make, or about if we're out of alignment somewhere. We're always being given hints and clues about where we can go next. Follow the synchronicities, follow the symbols, follow the signs. But we don't trust ourselves. We're not told that we can trust ourselves. We're not told that we can trust life. We are being given the clues before we get to the fuck this shit moment. But then I'm going to try and not keep swearing. But when we are able to release this thing from our life that is out of alignment, what we do is we open up space. So when one door closes, another door is then able to open. But quite often we aren't able to open that door until we have the energy, and we get that energy by closing this door first. So we need to listen to the whispers in our life we need to get so good at knowing ourselves, so good at listening to ourselves, listening to our intuition, to our body, that we can make the moves before we're forced to make them. Because if we're forced to make them, there's going to be so much more suffering involved. The universe's slaps will get harder and harder and harder. The screams will get louder and louder. It will become more and more uncomfortable. But if we can learn to listen to notice where we're out of alignment, and have the courage to take the step before we're forced to take the step, then this is where life begins to flow and it doesn't feel so sticky and resistant. And things have to leave our life. We cannot stay in the same situation forever, but we become attached to a situation. We become attached to where we are in life. And this keeps the ego happy, it keeps the ego comfortable, but it keeps the soul squashed, caged in. The soul isn't allowed to flourish when we're not allowed to change and grow, when we're not allowed to step into that next level. You didn't come here to be comfortable. You came here to step into your fullest potential. And that potential lies within each and every one of us. And unless you are stepping in closer and closer to fulfilling your potential every day, you are not going to be fulfilled in life. You're not going to be satisfied. You will never be able to quench the thirst unless you're moving toward your highest vision, and unless you're moving into and that highest vision can change. It doesn't have to be being the most successful, being the best at something. It can be being the healthiest you've ever been, being the happiest you've ever been, being the most creative you've ever been. It can be anything. This morning, my highest vision was to have a bath with the sunrise. It was to get my paints out and be creative. It was to journal, to brainstorm. But tomorrow morning, my highest vision will be something else. It will be to get this video edited and get it on. But it's all leading towards the same thing, and it's all fulfilling my soul, knowing that I'm fulfilling my highest potential. And in order to have the space to be able to do this, I have to be able to allow change into my life and allow things that had to be released. So I wouldn't be able to fulfill this highest vision and fulfill my potential in this role in my life if I was holding on to my previous business that took up all of my time, all of my creativity, and it wasn't lighting me up anymore. So is there an area of your life where you're not being lit up, where it's not a 10 out of 10, and you feel like there's something else that you want to put into that space? So when we let things go, we open up space for something else to come in. You're not going to go around, if you're not happy in your relationship, you're not going to go around just taking on more and more and more relationships. You're going to let this one go. Or it will be, if we don't learn to let things go, they will be taken away from us. So especially if it's out of alignment, life is going to clear when you're on this path of awakening, when you're on this path of getting to know who you are and your fullest potential. Life is going to take things away from you that are not in alignment. We have to get comfortable with change. I know this is a bit pinball-y, but hopefully it's making some sense. So then when we're able to let these things go, we're able to let the things fall away. Like when things change in life, and either we are able to let them go or they will be taken away, they will fall away. And if we're not willing to let them fall away, it will become more and more painful. But when these things leave, something else can come in. When you leave that relationship, you open space to find yourself. You open space to love and connect to yourself once again, heal yourself, whatever happened. And then something else more aligned can come in. Something else can flourish. It can be, you can make way for a beautiful new relationship, or a relationship might not be in your highest vision at that point. You could make space for an incredible new hobby that lights you up, or writing a book, or starting that new business. Whatever you're closing the door on is going to open space for you to allow something more in alignment to come in. And this is such a fresh energy. And over the last few weeks, what we've been going through is this transformation into spring. There's been a lot of heavy energy. There has been a lot of eclipse stuff, a lot of astrology stuff, and I think it's all still going on. I'm not an astrology buff, but I am an energetic buff, and I've felt it all. But now what I'm noticing is this open space. That open space of the bright blue skies of spring. We're still getting rid of stuff. We're still experiencing the odd April shower. But within this, there is new possibilities. So the flowers are beginning to bloom again. The animals are beginning to, there are lambs being born. This is a time of birth. So it's a time to let go. It's a time to spring clean. It's a time to begin closing those doors on the things that aren't serving you. And opening the space for the new creation, whatever is asking to be birthed through you, that is your fullest potential, that is in alignment with your highest vision at the moment, which is fulfilling your fullest potential, showing you what your potential is, and then fulfilling and satisfying your soul on a very, very, very deep level. This is the beauty of life. This is the magic of life, being able to fulfill your soul purpose. You cannot do that while ever you are holding on to the past, holding on to the person that doesn't serve you, holding on to the career that's not lighting you up, living in a place that's not lighting you up, doing anything that's not lighting you up. What do you need to let go of? This is a very, very long-winded way of me encouraging you to let go of what is no longer serving you. So let's play with this open space and the fresh energy that it's going to bring in. And with that fresh energy, what can you create? So here are some journal prompts for you. Where in my life do I need to listen to the whispers? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to close the door on, let go of from my life in order to open space for something new to come in? What might come into this open space? And how can I use the fresh energy to move forward? Understanding that this takes a lot of courage, because, like I said, the ego is so comfortable being in its little comfortable cage that it's created to keep you safe. Anytime you let something go, it's going to be uncomfortable. There may be a period of grief, but can you trust that everything is happening for your highest good? Everything is happening for your growth, and growth is why you came here. Transformation is why you came here. Can you have the courage to let go and let go and find that you are supported by the divine, by the cosmic forces that govern the world, by the principles that govern the world? Can you trust that you're fully supported by something unseen? Can you believe in your highest self, that your highest self has got your back in this situation? Can you believe that those whispers are coming to you for a reason? It's not just because you're ungrateful. It's not just because you're never happy. It's because there is something more for you. There is something higher trying to come into your life. And when we're thinking about courage, it does take courage. It does take being bold. It does take being brave. But if we're all gonna die one day anyway, what's the worst that can happen? Seriously, I've faced a lot of the worst stuff that you might think can happen, and believe me, I'm fine. I'm still here, still thriving, and it's just uncomfortable for a small amount of time, and it's uncomfortable because it's challenging the small self. It's uncomfortable because it's challenging the ego. Allow yourself to be challenged. Allow yourself to be put under tension. Diamonds are created under pressure. You're a diamond. So I'm going to link a meditation here, wherever it ends up, to help you release the past, to help you let go of whatever you're needing to let go of in order to open space, in order to allow change and help you feel more comfortable with allowing change. I hope that this video has helped you. Thank you for joining me. If you liked it, if this has helped you, if this has inspired you, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment with your biggest takeaway, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all of my latest content. I have an amazing meditation coming out for you this weekend that is going to help you get in alignment with your vision, do your daily visualization practice so that you can start to realize your highest vision in this reality. If you would like to go deeper into knowing why you're here, into learning how to trust yourself, into coming home to yourself, getting to know thyself, come and join me in the Lotus meditation community, where our main focus is meditation, spiritual growth, getting to know who we are in truth. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. GMT, we meditate together as a community. It's really beautiful. It's really powerful. The link to join is in the description below. If you'd like to take this work deeper, if you would like to really step into your transformation, if you know that you're here for more, but you know that there is a whisper deep down in your soul for you to discover who you are and why you're here, then let's explore working together in a private coaching container. You can book a discovery call with me through the link in the description, and we can have a chat. We can uncover where you are, what your challenges are, and what that whisper is, and we can make you a plan to move forward. You'll gain great insight and be able to start taking some steps into fulfilling that whisper, fulfilling the desires of your soul. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next week.